still working on building really good banjos that everybody can afford. I bought my first banjo when I was 13. I didn't get to see another human being play the banjo live till I was 16. The walk home from school, I went by a music store and they had a Vega long neck Pete Seeger model hanging there. And I would go look at that banjo every day. It was frustrating. And so I've always, as a banjo maker, wanted to build that good banjo that I could have afforded. We've grown to be the largest banjo maker in the country. And last year we delivered our 100,000th banjo, which means we've made more banjos than any other American banjo company in history. We didn't set out to make that many banjos. We set out to do better today than we did yesterday. We found ourselves in a spot where we became the owners of the Vega Banjo Company. And the banjo I couldn't afford back then, we're the ones that make it for the whole world. Somebody had written that story when I was 14 and told it to me. There's no way anybody can believe it. And these are all machines that I designed and built. And I did not invent this technology. This is more than 100-year-old technology. But these aren't the kind of machines you can go someplace and buy.
It's not just sticking a board in one end and a banjo comes out the other. A lot of people have no idea just how hand-done this stuff is.
Our crew, they're the ones that become the masters. And maybe I put the basic machine there, but they're the ones that turn it into a beautiful part every time. They're the ones that are taking these machines and using them to make the magic.
An awful lot of eyes on all of the parts before they finally get out the door. That's a lot of the time that goes into making something and having it turn out the way you want, is the looking it over and making sure it's the way it should be.
And when we'd put 10,000 banjos under our belt, we've been around the block 10,000 times and we know exactly the right way to put it together. Making it the right size, the right shape, the right grain, the right moisture content, the right temperature, with the right glue and the right clamping pressure in the right place. And when we do it, we're actually in much more control of that part turning out correctly.
And if you don't check your parts, the next guy will.
We've been trying to be students of lean manufacturing. In America, when you talk about lean manufacturing, most people go, oh, you mean cheap and cutting corners? And that's not what it's all about. It's about knowing where we're actually adding value to the product and where we're not.
I'm really lucky to have a job like this in America, because there aren't that many manufacturing kind of jobs like this. Instruments are important to the people who work here. And if you've ever bought a new instrument and taken it home and opened the case for the first time, you know how exciting that is.
In the fall, when we're making stuff that's going to go under somebody's Christmas tree, every single one of them knows that every piece they're making is going to be making somebody smile on Christmas morning. They're part of the magic. They're part of making something special. I can keep doing that all day long.